Hello and welcome to Kaleidoscope. I'm Jill Bowyer and I'm chatting now to Mel Byron. Hello, Mel.
Hi there, Jill.
And you're going to tell us all about, is it Karoshi?
Karoshi, yes. And that's my show at the Manchester Fringe. The word Karoshi is actually a Japanese word, and it literally means death by overwork. Which they coined in Japan because people were actually pegging out on the job. My show's less about actual death at work. Yeah. I really talk more about, you know, those little deaths, the mini deaths we have. It's like every day you've got to go to the office and you think, oh, I can't face it. Yeah. And a little bit of you dies inside. And that's really what my show is about, and just holding up a mirror to how today's workplace is really just driving us all mad.
I've got to ask you, how do you do your research for a show like this?
By being 25 years in the workplace. So it's all from the cold face, as it were. Because I've come back to doing comedy in midlife, let's put it that way, because I did it in my 20s and then got distracted by proper jobs. And finally I got to a point in my proper job a couple of years or 3 years ago now where I just thought, I can't do this anymore. Yeah. This job is driving me mad. And the previous one had as well. And I thought, well, maybe it's just me. But, you know, and I gave up. And you know, the more I talk to people, they're like, oh, gosh, yes, that happened to me. That happened to me. And guess what happened to me? Yeah. So finally I thought, well, I'm going to go back to comedy. And I want to do something that kind of, in a sense, it sounds a bit punchy, this, and I don't mean it to. It kind of helps people in my situation, you know, in an awful work situation. So I thought, oh, no, let's just have a laugh about it. Yeah. Let's hold a mirror up to it and let people see it isn't actually you, it is them. It really is your employers.
Are you able to give us an example without taking too much away from your show?
Yeah, I mean, for example, one of the things I talk about is I divide the show into little chapters, and one of the things I talk about is like work training days. They send you on a work training day, and you think, oh, this is going to be great. You know, I'm going to learn something. Also, you get a day out of the office and free biscuits. And then what happens is, and I won't give you the example I use in the show, but because of time constraint, I had to cut out some of my examples. So here's an example from a friend of mine, which was in the original version of the show. She was asked as a training day for team building. They were given a load of balloons, the ones that you make animals with, and told to make a sofa with those balloons. And her company paid huge amounts of money for this. And she will never have to make a balloon sofa in her life because she actually sells digital content to academic life.
Oh, dear.
And it's ridiculous, isn't it? And another example is as a friend who was asked, she worked for a small company, and it was decided that each person in their job didn't really know enough about what the other people were doing. So instead of kind of getting their heads together and talking about it, what their boss decided to do was close the company down for the day, pay a trainer several thousand. They all went off and in the training room created a fake company selling beanbags. And then they all had to do each other's jobs. So the salesperson became the finance director. Why would you start? Honestly, I'd have done it for hundreds. I'd have been their trainer for hundreds, not thousands, because it's just wasting people's time and not relevant. You know, when they could have just done it in the office and done it in a better way.
And probably the only person getting anything out of that is the person who was the trainer earning all the money.
Exactly, and it was literally, she told me, literally thousands. And I'm thinking, this training malarkey just sounds like fun.
You thought I'm in the wrong job, you thought.
Exactly. Well, it's funny. I mean, I mock, but obviously one of the applications for this show is, you know, one of the next stages I want to take it to is actually try and use it or some of the content within a corporate training session, because I think some companies, they deep down, if you held that up to them, where you really shouldn't do this, I think a lot of managers would go, yeah, we get it. We thought we were doing the right thing. Yeah. Maybe their hearts are in the right place.
Yeah. But I can relate to that stuff that you've said. I've been in those situations, like most people, and that's why this is going to make a great show.
Oh, I think for me, I've done it at Edinburgh. Thank you very much. I've done it at Edinburgh and the Brighton Fringe. And for me, one of the great things about doing it is the audience afterwards. They come and everybody wants to have a chat and tell me their experiences. And I put some of the audience experiences in the show because it's so relatable. And you know, Peter said, "My God, you've talked about my life there," and so it feels like we're having a sort of community experience that's good for all of us. So and I love doing the show, and I just love the fact that it really touches people. I can't necessarily offer any solutions to your horrible working life, but at least we can have a laugh about it. And when you go back to work the next day and go, "Oh yeah, I get it. Yeah, it isn't me. It really is there."
Yeah, well, I think as well, sort of just that sort of shared experience and knowing it's like you say, knowing it's not just you can be very helpful to people if they're stuck in that situation and they can't get out of the jobs.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's, you know, I've been in that situation before. I just thought I just got to shut up and say nothing because, you know, this is my job and I need to pay the bills and you need the money. And it's awful. And, you know, the face of work is changing with things like the gig economy as well. And so, you know, I talk a little bit about that as well. You know, people are, you know, we think, exploitation is you know, the dark satanic mills don't exist anymore where we have to work for 16 hours a day for threepence a week, you know. But actually, you know, there are different kinds of exploitation
I think we've gone full circle.
Do you know what? I think you're right to some degree. And it's always the people kind of at the bottom, it feels like, and you know, that's not to disparage anybody, but you know, the people at the low income end of the food chain always that are on the sharp end of it. So, you know, I mean, I talk a lot about the office experience because that's what I've done, but you know, I've done horrible jobs as well, and you know, we've all done them, you know, the low paid jobs, and they're not fun.
How would you prepare yourself for going out on stage before you do this?
That's a good question. I love to listen to music, and I have a little playlist that I call. It was supposed to be called Pre-Gig Upbeats, and spell check misread pre-gig as being not a word and called it prestigious upbeats. So before I go before, I often listen to my prestigious upbeats. And you know, some really sort of loud, funky music that makes me feel happy. And sometimes I love old movies as well. So I watch an old movie maybe the night before and just get myself in the mood. And I'm not one for chatting to people beforehand. Yeah,
get yourself prepared. So let's tell people where and when it's on.
So I'm at the King's Head in Salford on Monday the 1st and Tuesday the 2nd of July, so right at the beginning of the Greater Manchester Fringe. I'm on at 8 p.m. Both nights, and it'd be lovely to see as many people there as possible.
Is it the King's Arms?
Sorry, the King's Arms. Oh my God! I've got it in front of me and I've misread it. I actually opened it. So it's the King's Arms Studio 1, Monday the 1st of July, Tuesday the 2nd of July, 8 p.m.
And it'll be a great night, won't it? So where
It'll be fun.
Have you got Facebook and stuff so people can follow you?
Yes. Well, I mainly communicate with people through Twitter. So I'm at the Mel Byron. That's not to sound big-headed, but it turned out somebody else had nabbed Mel Byron, and I think it was me many years ago. And I had to re-register. So at the Mel Byron. And I'll be posting about the show. And
We'll have a fantastic time anyway.
Thank you so much, Jill. I really appreciate it. And it's been lovely to talk to you and look forward to seeing people at the show. Thanks ever so much.
Bye.
And you now, Jill. Cheers. Bye. Bye.